good morning. Daddy Chris from Srtv London. As usual, today is Saturday, and what we have, if you see behind me, is called the Weekly Bulletin. What is it all about? This is the show where we look at the weekly activities. The week in focus. A lot has happened this week, my people. A lot. A lot can happen within a week, really. A lot has really happened, and a lot has happened this week. And that's what we'll be doing today. One thing I know that I can never forget that happened this week is the passing on of our veteran Nigerian actor who put smiles on our face, the one and only Ibu, and I know he's going to be on top of on these headlines today, which is a pity. But may he so rest in peace. At the point, they say time to live and time to die. That's how the Bible. Season 2, so season 2. So there are seasons. And I must say he has lived a reasonable life, a good life. He has worked hard. He has made an impact. And that's what we all pray to do. So we're going to be saying farewell to him on this show. And again, the country is bleeding. And a lot is happening in Edo State as well. Do they have a candidate? I know they're about to impeach their deputy. The deputy, the PDP struggle in Edo State. It's not alone, no. As if the PDP own is not enough. APC have their own. They are fighting themselves in APC too. It's going to be an interesting. The question I ask myself, where is Labour Party in Edo State? It's a question. That is, I said it because of the ancestors. Ladies and gentlemen, the show is the Weekly Bulletin, and I have, as usual, my guests are in Abuja. I can see those two shiny faces in Abuja. How are you guys doing?
Well, fine, thank you. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. How
are you doing? We are cool here. In the UK, it's cold. That's why you see me, everybody put on. I have something inside before I wear this one out. You guys are enjoying. You got your on. It's warm, and you put on your AC, so you guys are shining. Good luck. So how are you blessing?
Well, I woke up this morning feeling a bit down. I am yet to ascertain the cause, yes. But apart from that, I am doing just fine.
Any boy that attempt to hurt that beautiful heart, Srtv will go and fight him, Don't worry. We are ready. And Becky, am I right? Is it Becky? Because I know there's Deborah and there's Becky. I don't know which one I am talking to now. It's Becky, eh?
You're perfectly right.
All right. We're going to look for this, but is it Tetola? He said he's in love with two women. He doesn't know which one. So I'm calling Deborah, Debbie. Only God knows, but this is Debbie. I know this woman looks like an Igbo woman. How are you doing, Debbie? Becky?
Becky, I'm fine, sir. Just that there was heat yesterday.
Where?
There's heat in Abuja, sir.
It's good to have heat. Anyway, we are used to heat already. Anyway, let's take a look at what is happening in the heartbeat. When I talk about the heartbeat of the nation, we meet a woman with a heartbeat that can beat the world. And that is Princess. Princess, welcome to the show. It's good to see your face this morning. Listen.
Thank you. Good morning.
Money, and they should take care of, they should make sure that the camera is on focus because I cannot see. Princess, tell us about this hair. I like to see my women and their beautiful hair. Look at it. They are all shining.
They have to look good for you,
I know.
You have to look good for you, you gotta look good,
Yes, camera is smiling. I'm proud of you all. Well, like we said, this is Weekly Bulletin, people, and we're here to look at the weekly activities. So it's the week in focus. That's what the show is all about. So we're looking at all that has happened. Like I said, a lot has happened, and a lot has happened. There's food, there's hunger. The dollar keep rising. I think it has come to a stop now. We just want it to stabilize. We don't care how much it is, but let us know what it is. Not today it goes this, tomorrow it goes down. It's unpredictable. It's not good for business. That is on one side. So the dollar is going up and down, but I think the most challenging thing is to see the issue of food on the table of every Nigerian. We are hungry. So how are things over there now, sincerely? Is there any improvement? Let's start with Abuja.
There is no improvement, at least none that I know of. Prices are still very high. People are still hungry. People are still begging. I think generally now in the country, crime has increased because people are hungry and they are looking for what to eat.
And then the supply in food is low while the demand is high. People are hungry out there. There is no food. We just pray we we shouldn't go into farming because it's very bad.
I would say that there is food. There is food for those who have money, who can afford it. But
Yes.
for the poor man out there, he would say that there is no food because he doesn't have the money, the resources to get food. So that is the situation.
Survival of the fittest.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes, sir.
I don't. Is that the situation in Edo too?
It's same everywhere. It's same everywhere.
But I think I read with something we published. The Edo State governor did come up with some palliative. How is that going? I really want to know about the palliative.
Well,
Both from
he's doing his best. He's doing his best.
okay.
He's doing his best. He's really doing
Hmm.
his best, and it's just that people don't want to just talk about it. There are some people will even take the palliative, and he also released money. I think there are two news that came out yesterday, two news bulletins. He has made provision for a couple of billions for businesses, and he has also made provision for food palliative. You know, the Ministry of Communication and Orientation,
Hmm.
um, they've done well to furnish us with that information in the person of the Honorable Commissioner Chris Nekai. He's doing
Yeah.
well to send the message. He's doing well to send the message out. You
Yes.
know,
Good.
the man is doing well. He's
All right.
trying.
All right.
But hungry people, it will never be enough. If you
No, you
bring
cannot.
one bag for 10 people, if we Nigerians, one person will want to take that one bag, not
Even
even
God.
to care that the man is trying. He can't feed your whole family. But the little he can do, let's everybody just share small, small for today. Tomorrow he will bring another one. But the man is trying. He's done
All right.
something for palliative. He's done for businesses. He has even done for emergency medical response. He's trying. I think I'll give him a thumbs up. Edo has tried in that part, and they are still trying.
All right, that's good to hear. So, what is our honorable Wike doing? Wike used to be a man of action. What's really going on in
Now, must tell
FCT?
us. No.
FCT women, are you saying Wike is not providing any palliative, no news on palliative, nothing?
If he was providing anything, at least we should have known. We are his neighbors here.
Yes.
So I have not seen anything coming out. So I would say that Wike has not provided anything yet.
We've
I
not
have
seen
not
any
seen
palliative.
anything.
Well, like we said before, if this country is going to be safe, it's going to need a collective effort. It's not going to be the effort of the federal government alone. The states and we as citizens, we need to do our own part. I'm happy that the governor of Edo State, they said, is doing the best, and we'll keep saying those who are doing it. And if Wike is not doing the right thing, Wike, I don't know. So are the other states. I know Lagos State, they always do their own, but he wanted to give us rice and every buka. That one are serious palliative. But again, you see, it's better you attempt than not to attempt. You understand?
Yes.
You see, when you
Yes.
attempt, something good will come out. But when you don't attempt at all, that is the level of carelessness we're scared of. So a good intention, you see, I always believe that when you start something, God will help you to finish it. So start something and God will intervene. But if you don't start, God ain't going to come down to start it and do it for us. You know, because I know when you start a mission, it begins to send you helpers. Anyway, let's take a look at some of the activities that happen within the week. But today, maybe we should quickly look at what happens today and reflect on what happened last week. So we start with the newspaper review as usual. Let's take a look at Punch. And you guys love Punch, right? Or where do we start from?
No, let's punch it with the punch.
Okay, let's punch it now. Punch.
The big story says school mass abduction. Kaduna hires private negotiator to free 287 pupils. Negotiator highly influential, involved in past talks, rescue efforts, say sources. Tinubu promises rescue, amnesty, UNICEF, Action Aid. Atiku condemn pupils, Borno IDPs abduction. I will be satisfied with 35 children. Benue man who married 3 women same day.
Hi.
Muslims should go for medical checkups before Ramadan begins. That's coming from a cleric. NSCIA urges Muslims to look for moon. Rivers community mourns as Wigwe wife, son are buried. How craze for popularity drives risky pranks among desperate content creators. Different shades of Mr. Ibu. He came, he saw, and we laughed.
I like that. Go.
Poor feeding can trigger violence in prisons. Say NC.
It's everywhere now. It's
Yeah.
everywhere.
These are all the headlines we have on the Punch this morning.
I think there's nothing we don't see here except that the Kaduna own. I don't know whether there's problem in that Kaduna. How we're going to solve the Kaduna issue because it's not going away.
Yes.
Kaduna is never going away with this kidnapping. Every day somebody is kidnapped. In fact, you cannot travel from Abuja to Kaduna. Is kidnap people. If there is something wrong, there's something about Kaduna. El-Rufai was crying. He was talking about it. I don't know whether he was right. We blame a lot, but what is the situation in Kaduna, my people? What is going on there?
It's not just Kaduna. The situation in Nigeria. Remember the Chibok girls? We spoke about that yesterday when they were abducted or kidnapped, and government. We spoke till today. I think they were returned, but one of them, Leah did not come back, and it went like that. And till today, nothing has happened. Nothing has been done, right? And the time of this abduction was in the morning at around 8:30 a.m. in the morning. So there are some questions. I didn't know security checkpoints. These are human beings, and when you talk about 287 pupils, there are no grains of rice that can be packed in one bag.
Yes.
These people were obviously carried in vans or cars. Where did they pass? How did they move in the town that there's no news and all of that? And now we have the state hiring a negotiator. That's what we keep doing. We keep negotiating with criminals. And that's how kidnappers can always come up and just commit crimes, and there'll be nothing. Now, how are they negotiating? You would
They
see
said
that
they brought in the deputy president so that he knows how to negotiate with the criminals. And today, is he the one negotiating? Because there's too many things wrong in Nigeria. The fact you said something big. How do you negotiate with kidnappers?
how do you
what are you
negotiate?
discussing? What time?
Now, how what is the medium of negotiation? Now, these people, maybe they have phone numbers where they reach them. Why do you stress us to link our phone numbers with our national identity number when you cannot trace criminals and get them? So there are so many unanswered questions and so many fishy things going on, because I refuse to accept that these people just came and they left without people, security or operatives seeing them. Because 287 people, like I said, they are no grains. These are human beings.
Yes.
You cannot pack them in just
in a bag of rice and gold. Yes.
Yes. So there are so many unanswered questions, and it just feels like I don't want to say, but I feel like this is political and it's just another person's scheme to get more. I do not understand how the government will negotiate with criminals. It is really sad.
Probably there's an insider giving them information. What is happening?
For every crime, there's always an insider.
No, but I think it's a big failure on the part of our security operative if they cannot have a trace of hoodlums getting into town, or criminals or terrorists getting into town and pick on human beings, like you said, like grains of rice. They put them in one bag and go. And that is the failure of our security operative. They have no excuse. And that is where we're asking the police, we're asking the security agent. And Kaduna is close to is where we have the Nigerian I think the Defense Academy is somewhere around Kaduna.
Police
So there's some,
academy is there.
so a lot is there. And in fact, my worry is, who are these people? Who are the people who call criminals? Who are the people perpetrating this crime? Where do they have their weapon? Are they not part of our security operating? Because for people to be well equipped with the weapons they have and come
And carry out a crime in the morning, not at night.
with the level of sophistication at which they operate, are they not people trained by us? Are they not people we refuse to pay well? Or are they not people? Something is wrong. We need to answer difficult questions.
You remember that Boko repented? It's only in Nigeria. They called them repented Boko Haram, and they were inducted into the military.
Oh, and those people are not going to serve in Nigerian military faithfully.
That is the question.
Wow.
That is the question. So we don't just we know where our problems are coming from. There is no way. I refuse to believe that human beings will be abducted in the morning and there will be no checkpoint whatsoever, and they moved to where they are now and nobody is aware of where they are. I refuse to believe that.
I agree with you. And if this is happening, then my own is, I want them to identify, define. I mean, they've been arresting people. They cannot say they've not arrested anybody. Who they should tell us the people that constitute these criminals. We want to know. At least there must be some trace. Is there? Then we have intelligence, man. There must be some trace that people, maybe there's the Boko Haram and people that were trained in the military or this and that. They should feed us so we know how to address it. It's a pity. Nigerian security operatives have fed us. Princess, what do you think about all this rubbish? Because that's okay, it's rubbish in my book.
I think it's old news. It's old news.
Have you?
It's old news. Yeah, it's old news. And it's not news that people profit from terrorism. People profit from crime.
Yes.
You know, it's old news. So we are responsible for ourselves. We are responsible for looking out. As parents, we are responsible. There are safety tips that the schools should know. There are ways you can teach your children to defend themselves and understand danger threats. When you have strangers within, you don't just raid. There's always a mode of how will I put it, operation. You want to go and catch everybody in a school, you know. First of all, the security man is not out of it. But for the students too living in high-risk area, they should also be taught security. They should know when a security man in the school compound is behaving off. They should know when strangers are around. They should know when to take cover. They should know. They should not just be like that. Teachers should know. It's our responsibility. And you should know, the only thing that annoys me is when it happens, people will now come and say, we condemn this act of kidnapping.
Thank you. Look at
them.
Atiku condemning.
They should just keep quiet. They should just keep quiet. They should not talk again. If they don't have anything to say, they should keep quiet. They condemn. What does their speech, how does it help the people that are kidnapped? So the thing is, the kids should know. When you know that things are off, you should go and find a cupboard to hide yourself. You should go and find somewhere to tuck yourself in. You should know when things are off, you know. And the truth of the matter, 280-something students, when you know that they are coming to pick on you, if the students are aware, they are self-disciplined, you cannot attack a school of discipline and defensive children. You cannot attack them successfully. It's either you kill all of them or you will go away, or they will attack you. They will get some of you down. Yes. It's high time. In India, I am the Nigeria coordinator to a branch of karate, and our head office is in India. They go to schools when the issue of rape was too much for the vulnerable girls. They go to schools and they teach them. If you see these girls, beautiful young children, don't cross them. They will break your head. Don't cross them. So imagine you have a school of those kind of children. and you come and you want to, they will finish you. You cannot escape with 200 and something. They will chase you. You cannot do that. You can, before you fire your weapon, they will know something is wrong. They will know. Because for you to attack a school, you would have first of all done scouting. You would have first, even on the morning before you attack, you will scout. And you don't scout for 10 minutes. The children, the teachers, they will know and they'll be ready for you. So I think we as Nigerians, we should take certain things seriously. We downplay sports. We should not downplay sports. A sportsman is a weapon. A sportsman is a weapon. When you have something like weightlifting and you come in, they will lift you and throw you through the window. When you have martial artists, they will blow your eyes. When you have the ones that are into karate, you have the ones that are into taekwondo, they will deal with you, because they are defenseless from our police and all that. At that point, they can put up some resistance. So it's high time we stop deceiving ourselves. We have children, they are not dull. They eat, they are very strong. In the north, they are very strong. Very strong. If they know how to defend themselves, you cannot just drive your truck in and bundle them like sardine and drive away. No way. They should stop telling us we condemn. Condemn what? They should put sports into their curriculum. In high-risk area, teach the children how to defend themselves. Teach them security tips, safety. Like we had Mr. Edema Fuludu. They now teach safety. They encourage other sports too. So I think we should go down to the grassroots. Help the defenseless have a little form of defense. So when you are coming with your guns, before you come, they've seen you. Children are very smart. You can't pack all of them away, and they will track you down. So if police have those kind of children, they will track you down.
Yes, Frieza, my question would be, maybe now, this is a big point you raise, that we should learn to embank on self-defense, really, it's what you're saying. But in other words, the Nigerian government, they tell us not to carry guns, so we don't have arms. And yet people coming to take us because they intimidate us with a very stupid gun. Maybe it's time for every Nigerian to begin to have right to self-defense by carrying a weapon. Because the police, you say, should defend me, cannot defend me. So maybe it's time for me to have my own weapon like they have in America. You don't just go to anybody in America and say you want to kidnap him. He's going to blow your head off.
If everybody carries a weapon in Nigeria, it's going to be a chaos. We'll kill each other. What we're saying is, if you take 200 students captive, you did not come with 200 bandits. There will be no space. So definitely you'll be like 50 or 20. And you feel like when you come with guns, you can intimidate them.
Yes.
Self-defense, you have different kind of self-defense. You have self-defense that can defend you against certain kind of weapons. So in a close contact combat, and you carry your gun, the ones closest to you will attack you. You can't use it.
Yes.
They will rush you like flies.
I want to get one down. The rest will need to run. Yeah.
Yes, they will rush you. When they rush those ones closest to them, the rest of them will go into action. You can't come with 20 or 50 to take 500. They will rush you because they know how to disarm. They will disarm. If you come with a knife, they will disarm you. If you come with a gun and you are in close combat, they will disarm you. So there will be casualties, but you will not go away. They will catch you.
Yes. And this will stop. Yeah, you see, like I said, Jesus Christ have to die for us to get salvation we have now. Even if it takes that, they now know that the schools are going to defend themselves. Trust me, these guys won't go to the next school. If they do one, maybe they kill some kids, and the kids were able to get only 2 and kill them, and they defeat them. They will try it again.
The other children will be ready.
Yes. Waiting for article and people to make their stupid statement online.
Don't condemn it. Do something about it. Don't condemn it. Do something about it. Teach them to defend themselves.
Yes, okay.
I think we should stop flogging it. They will go again.
And then, some of these bandits are sponsored by politicians.
That's why they are negotiating now.
Yeah, that's why they're negotiating. We heard this story long ago.
Over again.
And the people, the truth is, they don't tell us the outcome. Nigerian going to negotiation, we don't know about the outcome. If you say these people are they're bandits and they were terrorists, and now adopted into the army. Who were they? What were their grievances? Let us know, because at the end of the day, you might be surprised that Boko Haram are fighting for their own recourse. They have a reason for fighting. I don't want to know. If they choose to a particular way of life, give them their freedom. You understand? After Nigeria is now divided. You have Sharia state, you have state where you can live. So go to the state that is comfortable for you. If you're a Christian, don't go and live in a Sharia state, because they're not going to change the law for you. Let everybody respect each other's territory, where we live as one. The only thing that unites us together should be Nigeria.
It's not going to work like that. It's not going to work. I think what they are doing is that they're actually trying to bully the Kaduna people, bully them into Sharia. If you really check, Kaduna is not in the north. Kaduna lies in the middle belt. Kaduna, naturally, they are not Muslims. The percentage of Muslims by nature, by naturalism in Kaduna is small. Kaduna actually has high Christian rates, but because they are not violent people, they don't bully. That's why you are seeing it like that. Go and check the Kaduna South and all those places where violence go on. They are predominantly Christians. They are predominantly Christians. They are not minority. Christians in Kaduna are not minority. Kaduna is not north. Kaduna is middle belt.
Wait, sometimes the thing that is scaring me, and I don't want to buy into the narrative, is, do you think this terrorism, this act of kidnapping is religiously, it's a religious thing? I think we should look beyond religion here.
It's more than religion.
No, sir. No, sir. It is not beyond religion. It is not beyond religion. It is a religious thing. When Boko Haram started, I was in Yobe. While I was there, it had not started. It was while I was in my maybe 3 months to round up. That's when it started. And it started from Bauchi. As at the time when Bauchi was hot, then we now had Maiduguri. So we were sandwiched between Bauchi and Maiduguri. Now we couldn't come home just like that. And those in where we were, don't worry, we'll protect you, we need you. We need you for our schools. We need you for our hospitals. Don't worry, we'll protect you. But the truth of the matter is that they have blocked where we are going to pass. Are we going to live here forever? And then we had the just crisis. It started, we had the just crisis. And they tried to make it look like it was politically and religiously, whatever. But when we now have to look at it carefully, the fact that that just area around the unit, just part of it, there was local government, somebody that a man that wanted to go for local government chairman. He was not from Jos. He was a Muslim from Bauchi, I think, who had stayed all their life in that area. You know, they migrated and all that. So they've been there 20, 30 years. And so they felt like they had the right to also contest. So it was at that juncture they told them that even if you have been here for 30 years, you are not from Jos. You cannot contest. And so they went into killing spree and all that. And they now tried to hide it behind religion. And then it started spreading. But you now know that the Jos and the Nasarawa people, they are practically one. So when you now talk about Islam in Jos and Nasarawa, you can have a house where you have a father as a Muslim, a mother as a Christian, a brother as a Christian, a sister as a Muslim. So when it starts spreading around, you don't expect them to start killing themselves like that, because they are intertwined. The problem is that the core Muslims were trying to hide behind other things. But the truth is, when the just people came together and like, we can't kill ourselves, let us look at this issue for what it was. And that was when it ended. So we all have to learn religious tolerance. I deal with people who are both Muslims and Christians at different ages, different stages. Even in Yobe, I felt it. But I had to now manage to let them understand that I really don't care what you do, what you serve. Don't bother me what I serve. We have a common cause. Let's develop these children. Let's develop this community that's our own. Go and worship your own. Let me go and worship my own. Don't use your own to disturb me. Let me not use my own to disturb you. So we got to a point where I was dealing with very core Muslims who will carry cane and drive their children like, go and meet your auntie. You need to learn. Go and meet, you know. we all have to come to a point of tolerance and keep greed aside and all those things and all that. So what
But
is
you just
going
said,
on now is intolerance. We need to
yes.
tolerate ourselves politically. We need to tolerate ourselves religiously, because we have political killings, political kidnappings, and we also have religious killings and religious kidnappings. So we need to be tolerant and put
Princess, if
greed
you,
aside.
I'm happy you went into the bottom line or the bottom of what happened in Jos. Like it started political, but when the killing start, they're gonna come out and say he's a Muslim, let's kill him. He's a Christian, let's kill him. But that's not the issue. The issue is a political thing. Somebody want to run for local government. This is, you're not from here, you cannot run here. The law of the land would have saved us, but hey, who cares? So the bottom line, the most important thing here is the issue is not religion. It's not religion, it's political. And this is how, of course, if I want to look for trouble today and I go to my community, if I use a tribal sentiment didn't work, I'm going to use, oh, they are Muslim, they are not Christians. So I'm going to look for something to say the other. Something we learn when you begin to read deep even in Europe is that the thing that unites us together is our common hatred for the other. Let me repeat that. The thing that unites people together is their common hatred for the other. The word, the other. Right. We are Urobo, they are Igbo. You understand? We are Nigerians, they are Ghanaians. Our common, the other is the thing that unites people together. Unfortunately, and until we understand that, Nigeria will never continue to do this. So once the political thing begin to happen, this guy begin to tap on the other. He's not one of us. He's not from this community. Whereas that man who's not even from the community might be the right person to run that office and make that community grow. Of course, it's not from us. It's from the other. So we don't look at the competence. We don't look at who can lead us. We look for the sentiment of who can lead us. And we bring in religions in. We bring in ethnicity is another issue in Nigeria. Trust me, it is big. It is loud. You understand? And at the end of the day, this killing is now on our innocent children. The victims are normally women. They go there, they take any woman they like. Boko Haram were able to have new wives, and this one now might be another girls' school. That's where they like to go. And this is shameful. On a population, on a country, a president sleeping when your daughters have been kidnapped and taken into the bush.
What can he do? What can he do?
No, he has to do a lot.
Rule alone. Democracy is for everybody, by everybody.
This thing,
we have government, we have state government. It's not the president that is negotiating now. You have a state governor who should put his leg down. You have all the security resources around you. You have grieving parents who will do anything to get their children back. You have vigilante. You have village hunters. You have police. You have NSCDC. You have even road safety. You have everybody that can take. Is to negotiate.
They need to be coordinated by the president. You see, you need a leader. We have all these bodies, yes. We need leadership. You see, by the time
there's a video I will send to you, Daddy Chris. There's a video I will send to you. I didn't send it because I have not transcribed it to English. In Edo North, kidnappers too, they ravaged Edo. I told you before. They kidnapped some folks, and they kidnapped a woman. And the vigilante pursued them, vigilante and hunter, they pursued them towards Boa Cement, and they rescued the woman. So the woman was now narrating what she was saying, but she was saying it in Esako. And so if I played it without having to get an interpreter or say what she's saying, you might not say it. So if you see it, where we are having tremendous success are places where local people move in. Police, they have their hands full. Have you been to the police station? They never go buy paper.
I know. I agree.
So the president is there. He has his own economic problems. That's why he has local government. That's why he has other people. And I'm hoping there's a local government chairman I'm also going to track down. He's in Ikubaoha. He's doing wonderfully well. When I track him down by God's grace, if I can't get him here, I'll get him in the studio. So he will tell us what he's doing also. So of course, everything is president. But at the local community where you accepted these people and caused this problem in the first place, it is your responsibility to get them back. You know, there's a community, I'm sure I will get them here. I always tell you about them that
Yes.
they don't look at you that you are a stranger. They don't, this is a first-hand information. They don't look at you as a stranger. In that place, you don't have elders living there. You can come and farm, you can come and hunt, you can, if you misbehave, you go in for it.
Good.
You know, that is still very traditional. You don't mess up there. I have not heard the issue of kidnapping. I have not heard, if you go and burn somebody's farm, say you are hunting, you want to smoke out rabbits, and you burn somebody's farm, they will track you down. They will track you down. You will pay. You will pay for the damages of the farm and the inconveniences of the farm, and you dare not try it. And this is a community. They don't allow strangers. When a stranger passes, you see bikes will come out everywhere. The youth will go and trace you where you come from. You know where you ended your trip, where you started from. They won't harass you. They'll trace you. If they see more, they will invite you to the community home. You know? So what I'm trying to say is that the president is not, we cannot be calling the president everywhere. Why do we have ministers? Why do we have governors? Why do we have local government chairmen? The vigilantes that we pay, what are they doing there? Hunters, you have guns. What are you doing there? You have traditional leaders. What are you doing there?
Princess, but perhaps it's not the job of the hunter to save us. Okay, let's talk about the vigilante. The vigilante I support. The question I ask is this. Supposing the 9 billion, your governor received 1 point something billion as security vote. Supposing that money, he said, Governor, you don't need security. The people that need security are the people. And they are being raped, they are being kidnapped in the bush. Let us put that money on vigilante. Now, if the money going to the security votes of all the governors of Nigeria can just be converted to security, to only to set up vigilantes, this kidnapping won't take place today. I promise you. The police cannot do this job, like you really said.
It will be worse. Because that money, with the money fly on the air, somebody has to manage the money. If you remove the money from the governor, is it not another person you will give?
No.
Take Edo State, for instance. Edo State just recruited another set of vigilante. I can only say what I know. Edo State just recruited another vigilante. Anytime I pass by the bar, I see them very white and white. Mother was like, he knows also vigilante that they recruit. They don't recruit another one again. They are going for biometrics. They don't do another one again. He is recruiting vigilantes. Like, that's my own. I don't know.
They should not be in the city even. Let us, maybe it's time we have two types of vigilante. The one that stayed in the bush and the one that stayed in the city.
They go for deployment. They go for deployment, sir. They go for deployment. But the barracks, the HQ where they train, they are trained by the police officers. The HQ, the military come train them. It's a joint training. So the HQ where they train, I drive past there whenever I go to this community. I'm telling you, I always see them. Even when police are doing recruitment, that's where they go to. It's like a training school. So that's where they all train. They post some to Edo North, Edo Central. They post them everywhere, and they recruit them. They set. And I'm very sure they will recruit another one soon. They are recruiting them. That's why we even have small pieces. Edo they hot, Edo people they hot. So if you don't have these men on ground, if you don't have them on ground, ABUJA go they learn, Kaduna go they learn. Edo they hot. All of us they hot.
No, and in other words, if we can work more on the strategy of the vigilante, which is helping Edo, well, I now believe in vigilante. If we work hard on it, imagine now these people, like you said, this young lady rightly said, people came in and they picked 287 young people from their schools and they went through the whole town. Take them into the bush. Somebody must see something. And if there is a security force, if there is a strong vigilante, when we continue, because there's no amount of money that is too much for vigilante today. No amount of money should be too much for them. So we should deploy them, put them into the bush, put them in the city. Let us be hunting us. Because we don't have a police, we don't have any security system that is working. Let the local people be responsible. Look at what you said, Princess. That community, if you don't misbehave there, you don't go and kidnap people there because they will trap you down.
Imagine community, you don't try. You don't try.
Imagine empowering those communities now. What will not happen?
We need to look beyond the political factor and the religious factor. You can see years back, the man that led civil jihad in 1804 thereabout. There were causes for that particular jihad. We had a political factor, we had religious factor, we had economic factor, social factor, intellectual factor, so many of them. You cannot fight what you don't know the cause. First, we have to try to identify those causes that are bringing up all these issues. Then we'll be able to bring solutions to the problems, because we are at the receiving end and it's not good.
Yes.
It's not affecting leaders, it's affecting us. So we should try to identify those challenges. What is leading to those fights? What is leading to people's adoption? Then we can be able to tackle the situation.
Yes, I agree. But Becky, unfortunately, the leaders are the ones that will see help us to coordinate to help us to root out what the causes are. I don't have the resources. Even if I do, if I discover something, there's little way there's little I can do with it. So, but if there's leadership, the leadership say, okay, this set of people who are angry, who are now kidnapping us, they are angry because of this. They want this, they want that. If peradventure they want their own country, so be it. Go. You see, this is what I think. If they're going to kidnap us, kill us, and you cannot stop them, then let them go. Understand? Yes.
So can you hear me?
Where with you?
I just want to draw your attention to the time.
Yes. We are not there's not too much time on security. I'm aware. The other thing I want to look at on the Punch newspaper is quite interesting.
You can't leave your house.
I don't want to run away from this security. By the way, let's just say we should move on. And we're not going to leave this story because somebody from Benue State is doing a wonderful thing here.
Right.
This man married 3 wives. 3. And the same day, oh no, stop laughing. But this man is dead already. He's dead. He's dead. You understand? He's dead. Only 1 I cannot control. 3. He's dead.
And he's talking about 35 children.
That's great. That's great now.
He's
And
dead.
that is great. To having
35
a personal
children.
local government for himself.
He has in fact, he's going to create regime. Another regime on his own village. Look at the asshole. You see, and he's probably don't have a job because anybody with a lot of job will not marry 3 women the same day.
Exactly.
When is he gonna? In fact, a man that is working, when do you have time to sleep with them? Let's take joke aside. Do you even have time to sleep with them? Because that is one problem. You can say marrying a wife is not even feeding them alone. There are so many things women need. So and now
They did not force the wives now. They did not force the wives now. They did not force the wives. They want.
I
You
know.
know why
The man is dead.
Are not normal.
No, it's not. The wife see. The wife know why they married him.
And those are the people that bring add poverty to the country.
And by the time these 35 kids go out,
maybe we need somebody to work on his farm.
the
Look at it on the
35
bright
kids will
side.
not work on the
Nigeria has
farm.
food prices.
They might end up kidnapping
Nigeria has
us.
food prices. Nigeria has
The
food
35
prices.
kids might not end up in the farm in his farm.
If he has 35 children, they will not help him in the farm.
Yes, and some will have to kidnap us.
We have
And
no
security
food.
that slave princess, because those children he cannot train all of them, and some of them will move
They
out
will
there to
work
become
in the
leaders
farm.
to the society.
They will work in the farm. We will have more food.
This man knows what he's doing.
Anyway, like I said,
The man knows what he's doing, please.
he's dead. We don't need to waste time with him. They will not tell us when they celebrate when his funeral will be, but we know it's very soon. We'll come to that. And even 1 is too much these days. 1. In fact, it was the time of my mom that you have more than 1 wife. You dead. You have 2 these days. You dead. With these people now, look at the hairstyle. You dead. I say. Anyway, let's go. We said I like the tagline for Ibu here. Oh, that is a big line. I love it. He said he came, he saw, and we laughed. You know, he came, he saw, and we laughed. Ibu, we say farewell to you. I remember Ibu was a production manager on my set when his career started. That was in 1997 when I shot a film called The Return of the Prince. You know, he's turned out to be a big man. I watched this movie. The first time I saw him on the big screen was on this comedy. What's it called? Uncle Wayward. I laugh and I laugh and I laugh and I fell in love. And somebody I knew, but I saw him there as Uncle Wayward. I keep calling him Uncle Wayward until Ibu came, and Ibu took over from Wayward. So he has made an impact, as a career person. And that's the kind of thing. He was a pride to Africa. And I remember when I met him last, he had a movie he played with Jackie Chan. He had this, they bring the best of the African comedian, he represented Africa. The Chinese was there, and they bring one other guy from Europe. You understand? And they played this wonderful comedy. It was a great film. I don't know whether the film has been released. It was a big budget. That was what we were looking onto. And now, well, like he said, he came, he saw, and we laughed. We say farewell to him. We want to have more of Igbo in our community. And for those of you that doesn't know, like a princess was saying, Igbo he trained karate. He was teaching karate in Sable area. That was the first thing. That was a part of his job, his training, before he branched into acting. I'm a very resourceful person. Anyway, still on this punch, I'm enjoying the punch today for the first time because they are not serious. So we better not take this seriously. By the time you have somebody that's married 3 wives on the front cover of a newspaper, are we jokers? I said, don't you have good news in the country? Punch not get anything right. Now, my woman married 3 wives, now I put for front.
Now, wow, they make noise. It's
wow.
Work.
No, but I like this one. He said most times you go for medical center before Ramadan. You see, I agree. You understand? You never eat, you they sick, you they go fast. God not say make you die. You see, these are the things we're talking about. There are things we do. God, you see, by the time you fast intelligently, God will begin to bless you. God did not say fasting should lead to your death. So they should all go for testing before they take on that serious journey. Anyway, let's go to the next newspaper. Otherwise, we're gonna stick to one because Madam Blessing is already warning me.
Okay.
Where's the next paper?
To the Tribune. Road construction in trouble as bitumen's price soars by 150% in 7 months. Story on page 5. 20 tons, August 2023. 854,375 naira /March 2024. 2,008,033 naira. That's in March. Herdsmen kill 16 villagers in fresh Benue attack. Story on page 5.
Benue.
Withdrawal of fuel subsidy still on course. Tinubu's advisor on energy. Story on page 6. ADP's president Adesina at Owo Leadership Prize Award ceremony.
Okay.
Kaduna, Borno adopted victims will be rescued. Tinubu when? 24.7 million Nigerians in 24 states. FCT in food crisis. Story on page 6.
That is 24.7 million Nigerians are having this food crisis, including the FCT. And that's not a small number. And that is a recipe for chaos. When people are hungry, don't expect anything good. We always joke and say that when you are hungry, you become angry. When you are angry, you become ugly. When you are ugly, you ugly things. Go on, daughter.
We are plugging all leakages in our economy. Foreign Affairs Minister Yusuf Toga. Story on page 22. That will be all on the Tribune.
No, I don't understand. What is foreign minister saying about our economy? He should stick to keeping us doing his foreign policy thing. My interest is the economy. Anyway, let's not even go into that because it's a waste of time. Tinubu assured us that's the most important thing. Leadership. Even if Tinubu cannot do it, I'm happy when you say they will be caught. At least say it. Blessing said, the first thing we do, I know I have a lot of religious people here, you confess salvation and you believe into righteousness. It's not true. So let him say it, that we're going to get them caught and we'll cut them. And my thing is, these guys are flies. They are people you can just, if we come together, who are these people going to kidnap our kids? Who are they? We will get them, but we don't come together. And perhaps that unity is what the president was saying, that if we allow everybody, both from the local, the state, and the federal, to put heads together, this is not about, they're not kidnapping people they know. They're not kidnapping their family, they're kidnapping us. So it's not a thing where you begin to look for, in fact, the Muslims that are being kidnapped, most of the people kidnapped today are Muslims. Most of the people kidnapped today are Christians. So they're not kidnapping them because of religion alone. They're kidnapping them because, in fact, they have an ideology which I don't understand. That's why I said the government should help us to identify their ideology. That's what Becky was saying. If we understand what the cause they are fighting, then we want to address it. It is cheaper to address the problem than to actually attempt to pursue kidnappers. Let us know why they are kidnapping us, and then, because some of them are fighting for a cause, unless the hungry ones. The hungry kidnappers can easily be caught. But the one that is dying, that, okay, this is what I believe, if you don't give me my country, or you don't give me this, those are the difficult ones. Economic kidnappers are easier to deal with. Because when they get money, they will release these people. But the ones now, when you give them money, they will still kill. Meaning it's not only about the money. The story in ABUJA of recent is that they pay the ransom and they still kill the people. What kind of country is that? At least the president assured us that there's going to be an end to it. Let's hope that we'll get an end to this. Who are these beautiful people there? Let's see something beautiful on Nigerian screen today. It's Saturday. Come on. Are we all going to be sad every day? Who are these people here? I saw Obasanjo just celebrating his 87th birthday. It was a good thing. It was part of the weekly news. I wanted to bring it out towards the end of the show. But this is from left, we say Olowu of Owu. A lot of celebration here, a lot of Obas. And this is look all Yoruba Obas celebrating. Now the KBC there.
Yeah, at the least, it's a festival hero of the year. I think the least shall be festival hero of the year in Abeokuta, Ogun State. Happened on Thursday.
All right.
Yes,
that's a good one. At least people are celebrating. Right, and the celebration will never depart from us in Jesus' name. But Benway. This anytime we hear Benway, we hear killing. Anywhere we hear Benway, we hear killing. We hear Kaduna, we hear killing. We hear Borno, we hear killing. Kidnapping, abduction. This is what is wrong with these people. Benway, something is wrong in Benway. You are not too far. You are not saying it's one religion people. Benway people are not too so religious. What is the cause of all this killing in Benway? Because are they Muslims that is still calling there to kill people?
Yeah,
I think Benway attack is an attack on Nigeria.
Benway, right?
Benway attack is an attack on Nigeria.
I like that.
It's just that when they started attacking Benway, we did not take it seriously. When they attack your food, they get your nation. That's how the Biafra war. That's how the Biafra war was won. They cut off food supplies and water. So what they have just done is that they have systematically over the year attacked the food basket, and so they attacked the food basket. And they insisted they don't go to the farm by this constant stuff. Like Russia, for instance, was attacked before, many times. But the reason why they could not take Russia could not be taken, was that when the last time they tried to take Russia, before the citizens left, they burnt everything. They burnt their farm, they burnt their livestock, they burnt everything. So when they took over the place, it was a Pyrrhic victory. There was nothing for them to eat. The invaders died, and they left them alone. Then the owner of the land came back and rebuilt. So what they have just done to us is that they have attacked our food baskets, and they are making sure they don't go back to the farm to farm. Finish.
Yes.
And then the major problem there, these herdsmen, they take their cattle to farm to feed on their farms, thereby destroying their crops. And when
It's the
Benue
same
people tend
thing. It's an attack.
to retaliate, that's when the whole fight will now start, because they are not
It's an
ready
attack.
not to be on those farms. So it's an attack on the nation. The attack on the nation now
And
is
the
attack
Fulani,
on them, because they can no
I don't know
longer
what
be on
I don't
farms
know
to produce, to farm, to produce crops.
I
So
don't know whether to
it
call
leads
them
to food
Fulani
insecurity
because
in the states.
these elders they are not indigenes of that place.
They are
An
not, and
indigene
they are
of that
refusing
place
to go.
respect the livelihood of his neighbor and have a way of doing his own business. So for somebody to just carry cow and enter into your farm, that person has no relation with you. The person is not your neighbor. The person just comes to do something or something, and they come with guns. They are well armed.
Yes. At
So
times
I
they
think we
come
should
early
just leave
hours of the
it at
morning
that
and
so we
attack.
can go to other paper. It's a very deep issue.
A deep one.
It's
It's a
very
deep one.
deep.
And I, and I,
Indeed.
I really wish the government is aware of it, is taking this seriously as it is, because some of these issues we trash them, but they are really too important to be overlooked.
And
Listen,
then they
let's
are
go.
attacking all those fertile places, the places
Uh,
that are meant to farm. You will not see them going to places that they don't farm that much. They go to those interior places where they know that production is on the high side, and
mm.
then they want to dominate there. They don't just want to listen to anything. They just want to be there, and they prefer those farmers to excuse them to be there and do whatever they want to do. And right now they are at IDP camps. They can no longer farm. That they're begging food, and those are people that produces food in commercial quantities, but they can't because
And,
of the
and
health.
what would have been good about Benway? You see, can imagine Benway producing organic food for the rest of the world. I use the word organic food. Organic. That's what Benway could have produced for the world. I'm not talking of only Nigeria, the world. What the world needs is, we don't want to be eating chemicals. We need organic food. But only Benway are actually equipped with the right knowledge to do so. Because the rest of the nation, they don't want to farm. They don't want to work. Benway people, they go to farm. And that is where they choose to attack. That's why President is saying this attack is an attack on the nation. On that basis, let's go on a quick break. We'll be right back. And we'll be right back shortly. We're not going to go far. As usual, we'll be introducing you to product and services of Srtv. Don't go away. Stay right with us.
Are you tired of endless search for the perfect property? Look no further. Let SRTV Real Estate be your trusted partner in the journey to finding your dream home.
We can offer you a dream home in a serene environment and beautiful ambience, surrounded with mother nature. That's definitely what you crave for. Well, you asked for it, and here we have it. Why not live the best of your dreams by making good with time, space, and value? The smartest form of real estate investment is that which is done at the initial public offer.
Join the long list of satisfied clients who have chosen SRTV Real Estate for all their property needs. We pride ourselves in turning your dreams into homes.
Act today. Secure your slice of a palace, even on a flexible payment plan, and embark on a journey towards a brighter tomorrow. Your dream is valid, living in a place of fabulous wealth and great opportunities. Don't compromise the standards of living. Explore the world of vast opportunities by investing in SRTV Real Estate today. Superb location, habitable, accessible, attractive, and a secret to every smart investor. For your real estate, SRTV is trusted and reliable.
Contact us today with the number on the screen or
Email us at realestate@superiorradioandtelevision.com.
Welcome back. This is the weekly bulletin, and it's Saturday, beautiful Sunday. Daddy Chris is here from London, princess from the heartbeat of the nation, Edo, and we have these two beautiful ladies, Blessing and Debbie and Becky. See, I'm gonna go to prison because of this Becky and Debbie. And Blessing and Becky are right there at the Federal Capital Territory, Nigeria. And we've been taking a good look at the newspaper. We've addressed the issue of security. It's still a big concern. As usual, we just want to quickly rush through some of the papers because before we know it, it's going to be too late to finish some of them. So let's quickly go. It's an hour into the show already. So let's take a look at the next paper, please, quickly.
Princess, are you doing it or we should continue from here?
Okay, we have the Vanguard.
Okay.
We have the Vanguard. I'm taking the Vanguard because it has something about my state. So,
all right.
Vanguard, they say over 50 jets expected as Wigwe goes home today.
Wow.
And its last hours, Ethiopia mounts Mount Ashan symbolic flag. Mourners from USA, France, UK for burial. Ethiopia residents receive visitors. Mothers in 3-day prayers in Ikwere local government to immortalize him. Then you have hunger, more chaos on food supplies. How and cassava, not rice, can rescue Nigeria, expert says. You find out on page 9 to 10. Then I'm trying to avoid the story. I'll take that last. Then we have 7 children taken from my household alone. Kaduna again. The school abduction. A woman is saying that 7 of those children were taken from her household alone. That's from a distraught mother. You find out on page 19. Then you have Obaseki launches Feed the Hungry initiative. It's on page 5. But if you go to the Srtv website and the blog, you will see that news in full there. Very full. You have White Tinubu signed executive orders on oil and gas sector. That is 8. That's on page 7. Kwara renovates stadium to open world-class film studio. That's an innovation for me.
Thank you. That's a good one. Yes.
Yes. Then finally, you have a picture of a very beautiful young lady. It says Miss World Adaime speaks from India as the grand finale host tonight. So I think what we should look at here is the food supply. How yam and cassava, focus on yam and cassava, can rescue Nigeria. Then Kwara States renovate stadium to open world-class film studio. Every other thing I think is what you can go to our website and you see them there. The story on Obaseki on our website. We've talked about a lot about the abduction. We've talked about Wigwe some time ago. But this Kwara and yam cassava, I think is what we should look on and not go back and forth and all that.
I agree with you. And this is what the kind of innovation governors can bring into the economy. You understand? Yes. If like you see, there's a guy who was running for governor in my state. I cannot forget him. One Emanuela. You understand? He said that if he becomes the governor, he's going to convert our dead hospitals. If you go to the Delta State general hospitals, they are good for nothing. They are wasted away. He said, no, I'm going to turn them to teaching hospitals where I'm going to train medical doctors. Because and I'm going to set up what we call the primary healthcare system, which we have in the UK, and only have 2-3 emergencies. That's what we need. And perhaps what the guy is saying is what you see this governor doing now. The governor can see a stadium wasting. Why not convert it to a big film studio? If they get one big American film, a big budget film, if you descend your community, you are made. I tell you this story. And this is sad. I remember I was working on a film project in central London here. And then these guys, they came to me and they said they wanted to shoot this story. The story was set between Brazil and New York. It's a story of a young man. In fact, before the story was that before the oil, it's a big oil company, I think mining company in America. So they had to come to Brazil to mine. But the law in the area says if there are people living in the area, you cannot mine. So what they do is to wipe the people first, and then before they mine. So they wipe the community. The only survivor, one of the survivors, is a lawyer in New York now. He's not coming out to tell the story. That is the movie. They said they want to make this movie in Nigeria. And they brought the story to me. I still have the script here. And I have to go think of a place. And I said, okay, could it be a case of oil company because they are the one exploiting Nigeria, really? And then we can go to the area, which is Niger Delta. They were so excited that they could shoot the story with us. Guess what? Do you know that Nigeria don't have a single co-production treaty with anywhere in the world? So for them to be able to get the funding they need to have Nigeria being one of the that treaty, not one. And this was something I raised with the Nigerian film academy, the big corporation, film corporation. I was asking them, what are you people doing? And do you know what they want to sign? And they want to sign. They have South Africa have co-production treaty with the rest of the world. South Africa here. So if this man now could create that standard studio, that would be a starting point for treaties to be signed. Come and shoot your film in our area. Guess what? In Massachusetts, in America, if you shoot a movie there, they give you 33% of your money. And you think they are stupid. They want you to come and put that money in their place. When it's time to invite investors, and one of the biggest investors are film producers. They have money, they have cash, which they're going to spend. In fact, when you make a movie in a community, everybody will feel the impact. Training will come in, food, water, all the hotels, big money spent. Wise people attract them. And this is a start in the right direction. Providing the facility is the biggest start. And I pray that other states, I know Edo did something similar, but I really pray that Delta should take a cue from this. Guess what? Delta Asaba is now recognized by UNESCO as one of the world film city. In the world, though, UNESCO recognizes Asaba. But yet, you don't hear this kind of beautiful story coming from the governors there. Kwara, far away, is the one that can see this with all the production taking place in Asaba. We just pray that we have leaders who have the foresight, and I really thank you, Princess, for raising this issue. Very important. Thank you so much. And I hope they hear us today. It's important for the future of our economy. Like Princess said, we believe that only two things can solve our problem. Focus on cassava and yam. But that's what we eat. They're not looking for protein. You know, Nigerians, they wake up in Nigeria, you can eat it by the morning. You know, we can't do it here, but we can eat it in the morning. People are happy to do so. So if you give us...
The focus on cassava and yam to save the economy is not for us to be eating cassava. We don't eat well, we eat balanced diet because they did London. We don't eat well. We don't eat.
I don't say, I don't see that face now. Now they eat the better ogbolo, the correct soup. I know now. I know they doubt.
We balance naturally. What we're saying is that those rice production that they are talking about is for consumption. Yam and cassava is for export. So when you focus on production of yam, focus on production of cassava, companies come for cassava. I think they need ethanol. They need one thing they get as a byproduct of this. They need starch. They need it for their production. So if you focus on yam, focus on cassava, yes, companies will want to come and put their factories near your cassava so that they don't have to pay so much to export, to carry their raw material. So if you want to export, you have enough to export and you have more hard currency coming in. That's why they say focus on yam and cassava. Wow. You know, not for us to be eating, we can plant our own in our backyard.
They said they're not going to eat yam alone. We never see the one we go eat. They won't take the one they won't sell. I won't talk like layman now.
No, not being we get down with it. You are not that bad. What we are saying is everybody's talking about rice. The impounded rice. Come and go and buy rice, 10,000. What we are saying is, as a farmer, focus more on yam and cassava. Because when you do it, it's already an exportable something. That's what we're saying. We can buy rice. We can do small rice that will feed us. But let's look at yam and cassava.
And I know you said that this story is already, there's a story on which is on SRTV blog already. But tell us a little bit about the Basaki Feed the Hungry initiative. What is it really all about?
Okay, he's made palliative available. He's made palliative available. He's also made funds available for business women, market people on a day-to-day basis. And he's not doing it alone. You have some local government chairmen too. There's one that's always on the news, Osayende, local government chairman to Kubauka. In short, he's cleaning the whole place. He's doing market woman money. And they are receiving it real time. He goes there and they give them the money. It's a grant. It gives them money to boost their market. There's relative peace in that local government. It's cleaning up everywhere. And the governor is doing his best to ensure that he has medical, there's this thing that he's doing now, free medical treatment for the indigent hospital. Just go there, I don't have money, they register you, and you are just coming for free treatment. Just go now, it is food now is into, is giving up palliative to cushion the effect of the food and all that. He has been doing free transport for a while, and now it's food. I think he has released billions of naira now to go in as grants and some light loans for business people so that the whole place can be peaceful. He has done a lot in security, but he knows that hungry people, what can you secure? So he's also making sure that they are healthy, and he's making sure that there's food. So far.
I agree.
Yeah.
But as an investment banker, Princess, as an investment banker, yes. As an investment banker,
tell us by himself.
Yes, I think we'll still try to have her on the show. But otherwise, my question would be to them is, as an investment banker, if you give the whole money in grant, not that you have more money coming in, all the state money is coming in. Why don't you give it as a soft loan so that you have the same money to give to others? So you use it to empower some, the money will come back and use it to build others. That way, it is consistent. Sometimes the project, if you give it out, say if you deposit 2 billion to do this, you don't want the 2 billion, you want the 2 billion to grow. And the 2 billion can be used to empower more.
Yeah. That's why I said if you read the content that was sent, I said the content came in two parts. He gave some as grants, and he also gave some as soft loans. Wonderful. The loans, the interest rate is not so burdensome.
Yes.
He gave some as grants, he gave some as soft loans, because there's a criteria for both aspects, for the grant and the loan. There are some people, if you give them loan, they never even start if they say loan. So he gave some loans and he gave some grants. Then there are other parts that he has given food. So he's a wise man, and he has a very strong team.
Yeah, I like that. Like he rightly said, he's an investment banker. We want him to do that. And in fact, these are the good things we're talking about. You see, this Kwara State governor now investing. This is exactly what I'm saying. He's now building a stadium for this, but it should be done from a commercial point of view, so the state can make some money. And you see, that way, the thing can run itself. If I do something and I don't have the way of the thing bringing money, it will not run itself tomorrow if I leave. But if the team begins to make money, it begins to expand. And that is the initiative I'm trying to say. Any governor that gives us toffee to eat today, we will thank him. He has done well, but it will not last. The one that gives us more bitter leaf, and bitter leaf might be the healthy one. People don't try now. That bitter leaf is more healthy than sugar. If you eat more sugar, now diabetes. But if you eat bitter leaf, trust me, women, I think good for us. I should say good for women too. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen.
Let's take a look at the other newspapers, because
the Guardian.
Good.
My governor's wife is in the Guardian.
Is that your governor's wife? Now, wow. Now they say Taye Tinubu. I think Tinubu now married 2 wives.
No, not the Guardian.
I think Baba, they're going to give Baba another 2 women. They just want Baba die on time. Thank God, say Baba, you get sense. We're not good for that one. Because you give Baba 2 more wives. Now they go just tie neck and for night. Women, and they will do they sleep. They go just hold your nose. You don't go. Nobody go know how they do
I tell you, man, no good. The David, don't say they give David young wife, make her the young.
That one I just say so. If they give you one young wife now, the next day they don't go meet you. Nah. Now in those days, they give you young wife today, they don't go break you. You said, my friend say, You know, we give David new wife, young wife. You know, go wake up today. David for another day. David for go. Now in those days, now young wife the same person. Young wife now license to grave these days. Anyway, let's look at what the guidance said.
Yesterday was International Women's Day.
In fact, it's like somebody forgot to that thing that one say, oh, I wanted to say, happy Women's Day to my women. Oh,
you don't forget. Now you be the way for. Now you forget. Now you be the way for me.
I said I want to end up. You know what else has to be done? No, I wanted to fire our presenter, our graphic designer for not coming up with a flyer for Happy Women's Day using our women, not the other women. You know, but unfortunately he didn't have the time and all the things that he was also moving between things. So we say he must do it within by Sunday. It's never too late. So we'll go do our own. Now we'll go eat cake.
You start settle us. Graphic designer has your own. You settle us.
We will settle. We'll eat cake. Good. Our own will be special. You see now,
I like it.
Yes. You know, like it.
So we have International Women's Day. Tinubu, Obaseki, Nawaj, others seek improved deal for Nigerian women. That's on the page 3. So the picture there, you have the picture, the fine woman there. And
Yes.
let me move ahead, please. And we have food crisis. See, pardon my biasness. Forgive me. So we have Borno, Kaduna abductions. Tinubu directs immediate rescue of victims. That's on page 3. He has directed. Then we have bleak Ramadan looms over soaring prices of commodity. News on page 2. When no food, we dey go fasting. I'll be like bone straight. Then the next thing we have
good. People not go eat too much now. During Ramadan, people don't eat a lot.
The fasting is very interesting. The fasting is very interesting. You see fruits everywhere. Once it's time to break like this, it's interesting. It's like a food festival.
And you can go there and eat with them. You can eat with them. I covered it where I was in Abuja. Srtv was covering a particular one in Abuja during the last one.
Everyone they eat. I greet you, sir. We have food crisis. Government orders restriction of grains exportation. And you have INEC kicks over reporting consistency in Imo, Kogi, Guba electoral elections. Then up we have foiling progression, tribalizing women, shaping future of oil and gas. Then international to perpetuate economic domination of Africa by Europe fuels insecurity in Nigeria. International conspiracy to perpetuate economic domination of Africa by Europe fuels insecurity in Nigeria.
The blame game continues.
At the running under, you have FG blames 76% underdeveloped gas reserves for nation's energy challenge. You can find that on page 3.
Yeah, I agree. We have energy challenges. Yeah. It's amazing, Princess, how things are going in our country. You understand? If we live in this beautiful nation where we have this amount of gas and we didn't convert it to electricity, that is one of the major challenges. But perhaps one interesting thing I really want us to look at is the impact of Ramadan in our society. Understand? It's a religious thing, yeah, but like you rightly said, there's a lot that happened during the Ramadan, and I don't think Nigeria needs it. I'm not a religious person, but maybe we now need some kind of spiritual, how will I call it? Some spiritual cleansing, some spiritual dedication, a time to remind us of God. Otherwise, we are in trouble. The country needs to be reminded of God always, and I think we see that a lot with all kind of with the Christians and the Muslim faith. They're doing a lot, because I don't know where Nigeria will be without faith, because we are really sometimes we just live by our faith. Let me bring this other woman in. Abuja, are you guys back? Okay, you guys are on screen. Oh, I can see faces have changed in Abuja. What happened? Do we have Debbie and Becky, or what is going on?
Yes, sir. We have Debbie and Becky on stage.
All right. So Blessing is busy. All right. We are still on Guardian, and it's a very important newspaper. Always, you know what Guardian always do? They always give me the right cover page, which is something I love. I love to see the president and these two wonderful women, and I want to link it to Women's Day. And for information, I'll be interviewing a woman today who happens to be the president of the Nigerian Women in Mining. I want you to know that Nigerian women are doing a lot. They're doing a lot. And I was surprised to run into Nigerian women in mining. I actually signed an MOU with them to do a lot for them in the UK, and they will be part of Nigerian Week this year. So I'll be interviewing her today at 8 p.m. She's the president. She was a member of the House of Rep. Well-to-do woman. And then to tell you the caliber of things Nigerian women bring on the table. Maybe if we want to save the country, we should be looking onto our women. We will be begging them. I know most of them have fed us, princess. The last time we gave a woman petroleum ministry, now we see this. So my people say, anytime woman give you food, you go look at whether you go eat her or not. Because the last food when Adam eats, now we see the trouble will never come out. But
don't be so. What a man can do, a woman can do better.
Yes, I know. But the last time when Adam give us food, when Eve give Adam food, he say eat apple. We never come up for the trouble.
So we also come up for the trouble. Remain small.
We pray. So with Women's Day, honestly, Nigerian women are making us proud. They are making us proud. And if there's going to be a solution, there's going to be the ones giving us the solution. Because they know, they feel it. The mother is in them. They have morals. And they are people you can trust. And I think we should really bank on. I think Nigerian Women's Day celebration should be bigger than it is. That is why the last time we celebrated the Nigerian Girl Child Award, I'm begging Princess to finish all she's doing and look into that project immediately. We have the Nigerian Girl Child Award. We did it last time I was in Nigeria. It was the event I came for, and I still want to see it happen again. We want to recognize women. I will come.
Will you come? If you will come, I will. If you will not come, I will not do.
I must come.
Okay,
it is big. Princess, you can imagine what women are contributing to society. So in our award, we call it the Nigerian Girl Child Award. It's women who are making impact in society. We recognize them.
If you will come, I will do, no problem.
Princess, I'm
So
ready.
the ball is in your court to come so that it can happen.
I'm coming.
Consider
You guys are treating me as if I'm a runaway man.
We'll be looking for us to see you there.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
Consider it done. We are waiting for you.
Okay, that's good. Anyway, so that is it. I really love the story. I don't want to go into the food crisis again. We have been there. The international conspiracy, I don't even want to go into that because we've been blaming the white people for our problem. They have been responsible for our problems. But if we had a United States for Africa, like Nkrumah suggested, today we will not be where we are. And on those of us in the diaspora, that is where we're looking at now. We fought for Africa to have independence. You got independence, but you refuse to be free. Your leaders are still keep bringing the money to come and spend here. It is not the white man that asks you to bring to your governor to bring their money here. Is it the white man that begged your governor to bring his money to London?
No.
So we're going to keep blaming them because they made their home attractive. All Nigeria need to do is make Nigeria attractive for us, black people. We have enough money to come and develop Nigeria. If I tell you the number of Nigerians who are well to do in the diaspora, you'll be shocked. They're coming home with contact, with money, with influence, with the knowledge to come and grow the economy. So they have money, they have contact, they have the knowledge to change the economy. We don't need any other person. But is the country ready to receive people? These guys are scared. Yesterday, they kidnapped one person yesterday. Will you take your child to that place? So that's where we find ourselves. We need to address that each security challenges, and Nigeria will grow.
I think the Saturday Telegraph has something different. Most of them, they are all saying the same thing. But the Saturday Telegraph, yes, it has something interesting. so that we
All
can
right,
at least have some.
let's see
So
whether we
I
can
think
have that before we close the show.
yeah, the Saturday Telegraph is says Buhari ministers and others returning stolen funds secretly. Presidency
Yeah.
stresses.
Stolen funds secretly.
Oh yeah. So they are returning it secretly. It says that many pledged to return loot rather than face prosecution and as probe continues. Tinubu recovering looted funds quietly, sacking culprits. NSA, EFCC, others need to talk. That's from PDP. Government should punish those involved. Labour Party. So that's the headline on Telegraph. I think something different from what we've been seeing
Yeah, so it's
since.
good though, and we commend the president for this. But you know the thing
Yes.
we're confused about: why should stolen funds be refunded secretly? Why are we not putting them to shame so they will not do it again? No, these are strategic things. Anyway, first is to recover the money because we need the money. Let's get the money back. Yeah, and then two, use it as also a detriment to others. If you do it, this is what you get. You understand? It's important.
This is the first time. This is the first time in Nigeria we are having a president under scrutiny, an ex-president under scrutiny, because people just believe that as far as president is gone, our crime is forgiven. So now, when we started this thing, I remember people were saying, "Are you sure it will yield results?" But we can see now it is yielding results. They are beginning to return. They are coughing the money out, whether it's complete or it's not complete. The important thing is that they know that it will soon get to their turn. So before it gets to their turn and they start dragging them on television, they are beginning to return the money. So I think it's a good one. Something is beginning to happen. Let's take baby steps.
Yes, but I want to say that there is nothing wrong if the president Buhari is actually probed. You see, in our country here, only Boris Johnson has not even been free from what he did during the COVID. They're still inviting him to panels and panels to come and defend what he did. It is out of accountability to the nation. The President Buhari is no bigger than Nigeria. He should be made accountable for the time he spent in his office. This is important for our children to learn. It's not about President Buhari. It's not wish hunting him. It's not about the governors. It's about practices that will help to grow our democracy. If somebody served and something goes wrong, don't select the people around him. Bring the Baba in. Ask him questions. You don't need to go to jail. The money we are taking from
they are not done with him. They just set up panel.
They are not directing the arrow to the president. They are not directing the arrows to the governors. They are lying down there. They are walking the street free. Some of them, even like Wike, with all the atrocity Wike would have committed, he's not a minister. Okay, let's forget about him. And is it Wishantin? Is it those who are not in political ally that are fighting here? Anyway, it will always be like that. But at least show us. You see, Dawsa said something. He said, if you can pretend, then you can be good. That's what the Dawsa of blessed memory said. Dawsa said, women pretend, because if you not pretend, we'll go wrong. So let us, in out of pretense, handle this presidency, handle our governors, bring them out. Look at what you spend. Where's the money? Let them just say it, so they know that there's accountability. In fact, it should be in our constitution that the first thing when a new president comes into office, he should make the former one account for what he did. It will help to save the day, and the FCC will have direction. Well, young ladies, we cannot leave this show without looking at sport. So, Princess, take a look at sport for us. Yes, let's look at sport before we write the show run up.
So, should I take it? Or
yes. Take it.
Take it.
So, Sporting 2. The big story there is AFCON 2023 change Calvin Bassey, Fulham boss. And another story there says Messi escapes horror injury. That's on. Another one says Onyeka wants Osimhen in Premier League. On page 2, Ola Aina back in training. On page 2, soccer legend Romario turns sugar daddy. Bellingham ban stands. Real Madrid appeal thrown out on page 7. And we have
Coutinho set to be father. Giroud chases goals record at 37 years. At 37. Then this one is from someone. He say angry tennis star tells fans, "Shut up."
Abi?
She was very
She must be pissed off, man.
she was
She must
very
be,
angry to say that. Then
she
on
must
our African game, we have Bosso reacts to Flying Eagles loss to Uganda on page 2. We have Onana mocks over poor clean sheet record. And Haaland's one of the best. Haaland's one of the best actually by Van Dijk. And that's on page 3. That's all we have for our sports news this
Anyway,
weekend.
I'm also very biased. I want to see him in our Premier League. We want to have him here. I want to have him actually in okay. Okay. I don't even know. Okay. Let's quickly do that. Let us say that we've done justice a little bit of it. Osimhen, we want you in England. Anyway, come and play with us. We need you here. And here you're going to get the right name. And when you live here, you can go to Saudi and make the big money and go home. That would not be. Is there a better place to end this show today? I'm happy. I want to say, finally, I'm going to apologize to the women out there and to my ladies. And I want to officially say Happy Women's Day, beautiful ladies. We recognize
happily. Thank you so much.
we recognize what you are doing. We believe in you. We see you. Sometimes I call you people my daughters. I call you people our mommies. I call you people our wives because you are making us proud. And if the country stays like this, a woman, without a woman, there will be no productivity. We'll be finished. So women are the productive arms of a nation. And my ex will always say, if a country is a reflection of how you treat a woman. True. So, and that is exactly where we are. If we are stay in a country where our daughters are being kidnapped, taken into the forest to do what they want, that is a reflection of who we are as a people. It has to change. And for that, I want to apologize for the activities of the innocent, of the stupid ones, and say Happy Women's Day to Nigeria and to my ladies here in particular.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're proud of you. And as usual, I want to give my ladies the opportunity to say their final words to you guys. And I'm going to start from Edo. I know you guys, I didn't have time to talk much about this today. But if you don't mind, as you are drawing the conclusion of this morning, tell us where Edo politics is. Because APC are in disarray, PDP are also the same. Are you trying to put your deputy governor in prison? What is going on in Edo State?
Well, that's been long coming. The impeachment notice has been served on Wednesday. And tomorrow, on Monday, they intend to conclude it. So we're going to be on standby. And for the other political party, Labour Party, PDP, APC, it's topsy-turvy. Dennis Idahosa of, let me start with PDP. Aslem Ojezwa and the deputy governor standing to be impeached now have taken PDP National Working Committee to court, contesting the rise of Aswa Ighodalo. You can find that on our Srtv website and blog. Then for the APC, Dennis Idahosa is saying that he had forbade INEC to announce Okpebholo as the candidate for APC. And from a source, we've heard that APC could not upload their candidate online. And now court has fixed for hearing of the APC primary saga for March 14th, I think. It's a March. So APC is on a standstill because on February 17th, Dennis was actually declared winner. And then there was another drama, and they did another one. So Dennis had won 4,000 votes, and Okpebholo just 100. Then all of a sudden, in the next rerun, it was a dramatic overturn, and Dennis is not going to. It's not lying down. So that is how it is. Labour Party have their own little issues, but it's very little. So what we have now, I think, is just PDP and APC. But I think the more drama is in APC than other parties. So
Although we are
probably
waiting.
next week we're going to tantalize you on our politics today. We're going to have PDP on a different day, so we don't have we cannot settle quarrel here. On a different
Yes.
day, we'll have PDP come to you, tell you what's up with PDP, very unbiased. Then another day we will come on with APC, and they will tell you. So we'll leave you, the viewers, to decide on what is going on. So we are just media men bringing to you how it is. But apart from politics, let's be the change we want to see. Let's produce food we want to eat, and let's be the change we want to see. That's for Medo. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This kind of women I have. You heard that. I don't need to add anything. You heard it, and I leave it with you. And I'm gonna say, let's hear from those people in the capital city. Is Wike treating you guys well? What is going on? Wike is a noise maker. Is he making good noise in Abuja? What is happening? Abuja is standstill, is quiet.
Sir,
Abuja is quiet. There is no impact so far, so good. What we have for today, I think the government should look into our problems. They should look into what is causing those bandits to adopt people here and there, because it's when you know a problem that you can identify solution. And then coming to other states that herdsmen here and there killing people, the governors should use their security votes. This security vote, they can use it to employ vigilantes to secure people, properties, their land, so that they will be in peace and the level of food insecurity will be tackled. And then I love this so much that women these days, in those days, women were marginalized. They were not involved in anything politics. But of today's society, they are being carried along. You can even see in olden days, the issue of about women's riot in the 1929, when they came out and protest naked, they heard their cry. So women should be carried. I love the way they are carried along, and I pray they should do more to involve women in our today's society. Happy Women's Day in arrears to all the women out there, my mothers, my sisters. I appreciate you all. Thank you.
well, for me, Wike is not doing anything because he's just making noises and we're not saying anything yet. But we hope that all the noises that he's making will definitely turn into something that we can see and say, okay, yes, as he's saying something, is actually doing something. And for the women out there, I would actually celebrate you more. I love women that are coming into power and they're actually changing some necessary things that ought to be changed. Just like Daddy Chris said, we are productive people. Is what you give a woman, she would actually produce for you. You give her negativity, she will bring negativity double for you.
That's what we're scared of. We don't want more.
Positivity,
Please don't produce it.
she will give it back to you. So I believe that for my viewers, I'm just telling you guys, we should all just stay positive. We should live with this positive mindset. Try to make sure you keep yourself in security check, because if you yourself cannot even secure yourself, nobody else is going to come out there to secure you. So we have to be careful. We have to be extravagantly careful nowadays to make sure that wherever you're going to, nothing is going to happen to you going out and coming in. And I believe everything would fall into place. As our president is bringing out reforms, I believe everything will fall into place.
And when you see something, say something.
Please
Thank
say.
you. Thank you. But that's a good one. Sometimes we don't take responsibility. When you see something, say something. That's how they say it in England. I don't know, you were not here, but this is our London line. If you're on the London Underground, they will tell you, if you see something, say something. Because if you don't say it, that thing you saw and ignore might be the bomb that's going to blast and finish everybody. And so it's important that we are security conscious. And like Princess said, it's time to give ourselves also that security training, that self-defense, like Debbie also said, it's that self-defense that we can go out and defend ourselves. Because a set of 20 people just come out and take 200 people. It's unheard of. We should be able to disarm them and take control. So a time will come when we'll be able to do that, because they're not ready to kill all of us. They're just threatening us with the weapon. If we have that mindset, anytime they come, we'll go for them, and they will stop. Especially when they go to our daughters. This cannot happen. Like I said at the beginning of the show, a country is a reflection of how you treat the women. Debbie said something deep. If you give a woman something negative, it go double and for you. So please let us be careful as we wish them happy Women's Day and know how to tap on the resources women are giving to us. Nigerian women are the pride, they are the source, they are the hope, and we should treat them so. On that basis, I want to say thank you very much for joining us, and thank you for my beautiful ladies who have been here. There's a lot happening today still on SRTV, but if you miss this show, this is the weekly bulletin. It happens every Saturday at 11 a.m. Nigerian time. It's normally supposed to be 1 hour, 30 minutes, but you know, when we talk Nigerian politics, always go beyond. But let me quickly stop now so that we'll have time for other things. I'll say goodbye to my ladies, and please stay out of trouble. And don't give us negativity double. Give us positivity double. Yeah. Thank you very much. So we'll say goodbye. Bye.
At SRTV Film Academy, our students are not just learners. Through our comprehensive programs and hand-on trainings, they are transformed into confident and skilled professionals ready to face the world of filmmaking and journalism. We offer a range of courses from film acting to cinematography, costume and makeup design, special effects, script writing, directing, and lots more. Take the first step to unleashing your potentials on the big screen. Do well to register with us today. Remember, there is always a professional way to doing everything. Acting is my true passion. I can't wait to dive into the beautiful world of character interpretations. The ability to step into someone else's shoes, feel what they feel, bring their stories to life is an exhilarating experience for me. SRTV Film Academy has a comprehensive curriculum that will help me refine my acting skills, explore different acting techniques, and of course, help me find my unique voice as an actor. I am so ready to take on any role, embrace any challenge, and make my impact in the world of film.
Cinematography has always fascinated me, and I am thrilled to be able to hone my skill at SRTV Film Academy, and I can already envision myself behind camera capturing electrifying, breathtaking shots that will leave the audience in awe. Yeah, for real.
Being a part of SRTV Film Academy means I get to take my love for makeup to a whole new level. Special effects makeup is like magic, I tell you. Allow me to create scars, wounds, and fantastic creatures. I can't wait to learn to use the art of protesting to create imaginary world. And all hands on deck and guidance from professionals at SRTV Film Academy will help refine my skill and turn my passion into a career. I'm eager to unleash my creativity and make a lasting impression in the world of film and television.
As someone who is passionate about reporting and journalism, I am more than thrilled to be part of this prestigious academy. I can't wait to learn how to effectively communicate or engage with viewers through reporting and storytelling.
SRTV Film Academy Abuja, enroll today!
We're gonna shoot you! We're gonna shoot you!
SRTV. Innovative content.